Hey guys, hey guys, it's me, Jeffrey again. So today I wanted to really talk about something that's really going on, where where with this whole with the Justice Con passed behind us, and and really with there being a lot of infighting along the way and in the fandom and all that, and really the reason why I wanted to make this video isn't really to bash anyone in 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 any fandom. It's really just simply to point out really that really no fandom is really a saint, if that makes any sense. Now, what do I mean by that is really it's kind of like, and it really is really what I mean by that is basically we kind of that we need to go into really the politics of really the word fandom. And I know what you're thinking about. You're probably thumbs downing the video, and really that's how you think about it, then that's how you think about it. This is the fact when I say that no fandom is a saint. Now, because everyone has their opinion. Like, let's go down the list. We have Star Wars. We have Star Wars versus Star Trek with the sci-fi generation, and even with that, we have people in the Star Trek area where they say, oh, they don't like the new Star Trek movies or the Star Wars new Star Trek stuff and all that. They want to go back to the old classics. That and that's cool. And really with that, it's like, you don't agree with that. There is fighting in there as well. And then you go into Star Wars, where before it was really before Disney came in, it was really like the prequels versus the OG trilogy, the prequel trilogy versus the OG trilogy. There was a new generation of fans. There's a new generation of fans like like the prequels, and then there's the old OGs that like the original trilogy better, and that went on for a little bit until Disney came in. Then it really became Disney, who the Disney sequel versus the George Lucas era of fans, and really that movement is coming head on, and then you have really Marvel versus DC, the which I would say is the most popular fan debate going on. You have you have DC fans who love the comic way of doing things and don't like and don't like some of the movies. And it mentioned that I didn't say the DCEU. I'm not just talking about the DCEU and the MCU. I'm talking about the full on basically movies versus comics debate going on, where you have really where you really have like pe- people who say, oh, but like where you have people who are really old heads of the comics that say, oh, Superman it should be this, Batman should be this. That's not my Batman. That's not my Superman. That's not my Justice League. Yada 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 yada. And and it's like, that's your opinion, and really it just seems like a lot of this infighting is really being like, it's like now, oh, you're not a Marvel fan, oh, you're not a DC fan, oh, you're not a Star Wars fan, oh, you're not a Star Trek fan. It's really like that in a sense where it's like, oh, you guys have different opinions, but you're taking it to the extreme. Like, and really, with the whole justice, why I bring up the whole Justice Con situation, where we have parts of the Snyder Cut movement saying, "Oh, it was bad. Oh, it sucked." Like, and really, I have one of my friends, subjective reviews, actually made a video on that, and he basically went on to say why he thought it was bad, and I listened to it, and I gotta say, yeah, can kind of agree with that, but at the same time, but at the same time, from my point of view, it was really just to be like a little fun event, just like the Nerd Queens and Wonder Meg said, the host said. It was originally supposed to be a fun idea for really the bad stuff that's going on in the world right now, and they really didn't think that they really didn't think that Justice Con would really be this popular. Like, think about this. Like, we really like they went head on with even before that. Let's go before the Comic Con versus Justice Con thing. Even before that, I bet they weren't Wonder Meg and the Nerd Queens weren't expecting so many celebrities to come out and to try to be part of Justice Con in that way. Like we weren't they weren't probably, let alone weren't expecting like a little clip or even Ray Fisher coming in and just saying what he was saying. Like, it was originally supposed to be a fun idea, and to me it was like it was meant to be fun. But then you have people on the news who are really interested in the news aspect saying, "Oh, it wasn't that popular. It wasn't this. I was expecting something more, yada yada yada." And it really, and it was like, yeah, you're a news guy that really, you were just in there for the news with all these celebrities coming in. You were very hyped, and really it didn't meet your expectations. And really it just seems like with that, it was just so it was kind of, I'm not it's not really that, it was really, that's really just your opinion. Like, I like really I like I said, I know people who really thought it was fun and really a fun execution. And I know some people like subjective, like my boy Subjective Reviews, who said that he didn't like it. And really, like I said on Twitter, I tweeted to a guy who said, "Oh, he bashed Justice Khan. He hated Justice Khan." And I was like, "No, dude, this is the thing. He didn't say that it was. He said that he didn't like it. He didn't say that he hated it. He like that's the thing. Hate people always exaggerate to the word hate when instead they should just watch the video at first. Yeah, it was like a little thing. Yeah, the title it says, "Oh, Justice Khan sucks," and it really that's kind of like a and really like that's really a clickbait title, and he would and really I as a YouTuber myself, as you can tell, like I can tell you what guys right now that there are actually some videos that you guys haven't seen where I've done bad takes. Because I've actually because a lot of you who think that, oh, I'm a good person, yada, 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 yo, he's good, he's good, he's good, he's a watchtower, yada, yada, yada. And really, like, no, there's actually some bad videos that I have put out there, and then, and even after the fact, where I do multiple takes, and it was like, no, that doesn't make sense, no, and then I either delete the video and even if there's some videos that are currently on the YouTube channel like this one right now, like I could go back, watch it, and see if I regret it, and then if I do regret it, I'll delete it and to really not make a big deal out of it. So really like I'm not doing this and really I'm not using subjective reviews as really like to bash him. I'm just using him as a really like a as a really good example of him just being a person, him stating his opinion on Justice Khan is really not it's really just I'm not using him as just really as a hate thing. I'm just using him as saying, yeah, he's my friend. He is he is a very strong part of the movement. He and really at the same time, even though he's my friend, we do have disagreements. And really that's it. And I even and it, even I actually he commented on the video via Twitter and said, "Hey, I do understand where you're coming from, but as Kratos said, keep your expect he and I actually did the full on quote where I said, keep your expectations low, and I'm actually going to be sharing this quote in the video because it's actually a very good quote where Kratos in God of War 2018 said, keep your expectations low, boy. But always expect the attack be, to really so that you can find a good balance. And really, like that's really a good quote right there because really that's a good example of Justice Con and Comic Con in a way where where you always have high expectations for where you always have high expectations of Hall H, like hashtag don't miss Hall H, don't miss Hall H. And then with Justice Con, it was like, don't miss Justice Con, don't miss Justice Con. It would like it was all setting up this hype for such a big thing that Comic Con at home generally wasn't a good thing. Like I personally saw highlights, and it was like the only good thing for me for Comic Con at home was really the New Mutants panel, and which I really did love. I really can't wait for that movie. But for Justice for Comic Con at home, I thought it really wasn't anything big, and really well, and really, that's supposed to be the big head honcho of conventions. No one beats San Diego Comic Con. This is the first ever Comic Con at home, and yada yada. And it just really does, and it really does show. And with these two cons, it really does show that really Justice Con and the Comic Con at home are really just for fun. Like Sean O'Connell said when he was like whenever he's going to Comic to San Diego Comic Con, he's like, I have to go into I have to go to San Diego Comic Con to do this and yada yada. But then he's like, no, you are doing this. You're gonna have a fun time. The fans are gonna have a fun time at this. I'm gonna have a fun time at this. And really, that's how Sean O'Connell. And really, that's how Sean O'Connell said how he really puts it out where no, this is like a supposed to be a fun experience for the fans. It's not supposed to be about business. It's just to be fun for the fans. And really that's just really how it is. And you're probably wondering why I'm leaving out the anime fans out there, and really like no, that's really I'm going to them also right now because really like I said, no fandom is a saint. That's actually gonna be the title of this video to really put it straight on. And really like no one and really what I mean by the anime fandom, like you have your Alita fans, you have your Dragon Ball fans, you have your you have your what you have your One Piece fans, you have all of these anime factions of fans that at the same time love anime. They just don't like that particular anime. Like like really I I like Dragon Ball, but I really just can't get behind One Piece. I like the I like the George Lucas. I like the George Lucas Star Wars movies, but I don't like the sequels. But I do like the Star Wars Rebels show in there. And really that's the only thing I like about the Disney era of Star Wars. I do like the DCE. I do like some of the DCE. I do like some of the DCEU movies, like of course the BVS, Man of Steel, and Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Shazam. But I don't like Birds of Prey. I don't like it, and really even though the Suicide Squad was butchered, I actually do kind of like the I really kind of do enjoy I really kind of do enjoy the Suicide Squad, but at the same time, I would love to see the Ayer cut of Suicide Squad. I would like to see his original version of of Suicide Squad, which I really do hope does come out. And and it's really like that. I do like I do like some of the theater runs. I do like it. I do like, even though I do love Zack Snyder's I do love Zack Snyder's DC movies, and but while at the same time I do like should the full on studio DCEU movies like Shazam and the theatrical and extended cut of Suicide Squad, but at the same time, I would love to see the air cut of the Suicide Squad. That is really what I would really love to see. And really I think and really the same thing goes for the Alita Army wanting the sequel to Alita. Like, it's definitely gonna go down where where we when we do get the Alita sequel. My thing is, I don't want to, I don't want Alita Battle Angel to be Disneyfied, but I do want and when I want the Alita sequel, I do want it to be really be like the anime. I don't want Alita to in the sequel that is helmed by Disney to be Disneyfied. I want Alita to be that I do want Alita to be that badass. I want I really do want Alita to be I really do want Alita to be like I really do want Alita to be the Alita from the first movie. I don't want her, and some people might want to see the Alita sequel with the Alita sequel no matter what. Like, if it's Disneyfied, whatever, yada yada. But I want to the that badass Alita Battle Angel who who really doesn't who doesn't who's really, just like I said, a badass and a character, and to really not be like a Mary Sue with no characteristics and all that. I do want Alita to have struggles. I want her to be a actual character and not this token for. I don't want her to be this token for women. Like, I want her to be an actual character. And really, I think that's a good place to end this, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And really, once again, like I said at the beginning of this video is not really to bash all fandoms. It's just really the point. It's really just not to. It's really to point out that really no fandom is perfect. And like I said throughout this whole video, no fandom is a saint. there's always some kind of war going on with these with these fandoms that really don't be pointed out. I'm just here pointing out the vast side of things that not that really once again not all fandoms are saints. So yeah, that's the video, guys. Tell me what you guys think about it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.